Friday Night Live, here we go. We've been going for 4 minutes, and also we've got some questions here. I've got my beater bucket or my flogging bucket. The people want to know about that. I've got a painting to show. Some people asked, how do we frame your paintings we buy? I've got a glass of water here as well. Your voice doesn't match the video. We'll refresh your page. Refresh your page. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do nothing about that. I'm sorry. The replay might be different. Let me just check the replay. I mean the sound here for a moment, and sound here for a moment. And yeah, because I think mine, I'm just going to test it. One. No, mine, well, my sound is in sync with my audio is in sync with the video anyway. One moment. How many people are in here? 31. I'm losing it. Sorry, here I'm just trying to remove someone. Or was someone able to do it? No, here we go. Okay. No, I've got to do more than that. I've got to remove from the channel. Sorry, Shahid, but you've been removed. All right, let's get on with the show. Sorry about that. So we've got some questions there. Also, I want to thank people who support my content throughout the week. And they support me in ways of buying my art, or simply giving a super chat donation or a PayPal donation, which is in the links below, or even becoming a patron of mine, okay? And I want to say thank you to Pam Nelson. G'day Pam Nelson, hello and thank you. Sue Taylor, g'day Sue Taylor, hello and thank you to you. James Aaron, once again, thank you very much, James. Much appreciated, my friend. And Lena Allen, thank you very much and welcome. Thank you for your support. That's also much appreciated. I'll go through that list a few times throughout my show. I like to thank the people that get me where I am and support me. A little bit of me scratching me upper lip. Yeah, upper lip. What's going on here? Let's go back to there. All right. I can see Ian, you mentioned before that you painted your easel. Do you use a spray or just a black gesso? I just use a black gesso and paint over it. Sorry. Don't forget to hit the like button, says Ange Young. Okay, now I've got the questions all there. I'm remembering things as I go. Forgive me for being such a lazy boy. And I'm also going to try and let you know what schedule I'm keeping on my YouTube channel here as well. Now we've got some questions. So why Ianapolis? That's my name, Ianapolis. Years and years ago, when I was a lot younger, I was racing go-karts, and one of my friends put the name, you know, the Indianapolis race circuit. He put that in conjunction with my name, it just like the Ian part, and it just called me Ianapolis race car driver, and it clicked it just stuck with me, and I thought, I quite like that, Ianapolis. So it resonated from there, and it's been 20 odd years ago I got that name, even more probably, okay? So that's where it came from, and I've been using it ever since, and it's just a great logo name. I love it. So some questions here, one from Elaine Carouse. These are what came through in my YouTube comments in the past week. These were questions. So I wrote them down. One from Elaine Carouse. I want to see the flogging bucket, the flog bucket. Okay, so it's good that you're not commenting anything at the moment. I'll show you the flog bucket, because a few people do want to know what it is or what's it all about. Now, a lot of artists use them in their studios there, like mainly the oil artists. Now it's a bullet bin. Let me get that on my knee there. This is from the Kmart, Big W, some department store like that, in the kitchen homeware section. And it had a grey flipped lid there. I took that off so I can get my hand in there and do me business, all right? Where's a brush? Here's a brush. So what I'll do, I'll take that, I have this screwed on, but I've undone the screws earlier so I can show you inside. Just about an appropriate height from the bottom, I've screwed in a broomstick handle there, okay? Can you see that? And that is what the brush hits. So when the lid's on, your hand goes inside and the brush is getting flogged against that stick there. And the faster you go, naturally it's upright. So your lid is on like so, and this lid protects all the splashing coming out as well. If anything, a little bit might come at front towards you, but if that's nothing coming out there, and you just stick your brush in, hit that stick, and you're just giving it a severe flogging, and it gets all the water off your brush. They're handy to have if you wash your brushes out quite a lot. That's the bucket I use in my studio there. Do you hold art classes in Perth? I want to start doing that, Nina Smith. So if you are in Perth, if you're not a friend of mine on Facebook, tell me you saw me on YouTube. If you add me as a friend on Facebook, that way I'll add you and you can message me. The links are in the description below. I've got a Facebook page there and I've got an art group page there as well. And if you become a member of my art group, you'll be able to keep tabs on, if you join my group, you'll be able to keep updated about times and events that happen on my YouTube channel as well, okay? So I've missed out a lot of questions there, maybe why Indianapolis? So Nina Smith to you, I do want to do classes. You're welcome to message me and ring me up, talk if you're living in Perth there. If you do live in Perth, just let me know. Yes, I am, and I am a friend. So what area do you live in? If you tell me what area you live in, I'll fly to Perth for that. Good on you, says Noosa Burke. I'll get through some questions here. Yes, I'm a friend. I'll fly to Perth for that. Barry Redburn, good evening everybody. G'day Barry Redburn, how you going? Sean Daly. I've managed to paint 45 canvases through lockdown. How did you find it? I found it good and bad. It has its pros and cons. Call your flogger bucket Art 2D2. Oh, you're a cheeky one, aren't you? You're a smart one, aren't you there, Ange? Yeah, no, that's somebody else's. I like to try and be original when I can. It's just me little flogging bucket. Give me brushes a severe flogging in there. Hit the like button, says Carambola to Ange. I hit the like button, she says. Thank you. And yes, I am in Warwick, Nina Smith. Warwick Grove, eh? That's not far. I'm in Balladura. Okay, so you should know where Balladura is. Noreen, give comments for the bullshit stick. I don't have that with me. I should have brought it in here with me. Reese, if you are somehow watching this show, can you bring the bullshit stick in here? Maybe he's on a little bit and watching, who knows. And thank you. Yes, I'm in Warwick. Shelley James, can we have organised painting holidays from England? And where people are saying hello to each other and all that, I won't worry about trying to get them out there because there's that many here that I'm trying to catch up with. Hi, a bit late having my lunch, says Susan Turtle. I'm in Redcliffe off the runway 1. Oh, Julie Pitham, you're in Redcliffe. Well, you people in Perth, if you want to work out a time and you can come and paint with me, the first time's free. You can learn how to paint with me and then the second time you can pay. Ange, I love it. This guy, it looks familiar, says Reese Ian Harris. There you go. Yeah, I'm a bit of a father figure to you, aren't I, son? Can you bring me in the bullshit stick, please, Reese? Some people, I forgot about it. I went in the studio this evening to see what I needed. It's Friday night here in Perth, 8 p.m. my time, and I'm giving this a new go because there's people in Europe that a lot of people have been missing out in England and Europe and that corner of the globe. It's early morning time in America here, so they still get to watch it. No, just this one I'll do. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll talk about that in a minute. What about painting holidays for Ireland? Reese, Lowell, where did that go? I've just lost it. Yes, please, you're welcome. The inches for bullshit in... The inches... I don't know what you mean there, Noreen. My hubby loves the bullshit stick. Ange Young, Noreen, do you mean measuring stick? Okay, my hubby loves the bullshit stick. Now, Noreen, do you mean the measuring of the bullshit stick? Measure it to size to suit it. Yeah, you measure it to suit your needs. That's from this end here to this piece here that keeps it off the board. I've showed it in other videos. That's set to my board. You might need one longer or shorter, who knows. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I've got to try and get through these questions here and comments. I'm on the Isle of England, England, 2 p.m. here in Spain. Good stuff. So people in Spain can even watch today. That's fantastic. Yeah, it's early in the morning there, Conquest Mama in Michigan. Lynn Rainsford. Did live in Perth 5 years ago. Wish I could join the group. How to make it. I'm going to get onto that stick in a minute. Okay, so hold your questions there for a minute. Now, this is just a T-square. You can even buy these from art shops or, you know, where they sell architectural stuff. It's just a T-square. So you got one stick, you can see, and another stick on a 90-degree angle, okay? And if you think, well, how do I get that on a 90-degree angle? There's a trick we use in the trade. It's called 3-4-5. You measure from the point of you have a triangle, okay? And you measure 3 here, 4 there, and then you adjust those measurements 3 and 4 until this equals 5. And then this corner here will be a true 90-degree angle. It's good for doing a string line way up a driveway if you want to get something 90-degree off a building or something. 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, and that's got to equal 5. If that don't equal 5, it means that's out a bit. And you can make your own square. You can see how this is just made out of the side of a cot. It's just straight, sturdy wood, and I've got a screw in there that keeps it off the board, so it goes across my painting, and it's hovering off the canvas. Okay, and I use it for getting straight lines. You've seen me use it in my tutorials there. It adds that bullshit factor in your paintings, you know, giving bullshit detail, which is like wow, more than wow detail. And that's why I call it the bullshit stick. And a lot of people are used to that and familiar with it. Susan Turtle, Carolyn, I could have wave. I'm in Bournemouth, England there. And my hubby heard, oh, I was painting with you one day, says Conquest Mama. And my hubby heard you call it a bullshit stick and he laughed so hard. Yeah, good on him. What's your husband's name there, Conquest? Angela Young, hold your comments for a bit. I'm back to them now, Ange. Susan is given the thumbs up. Noreen, is that inches? Is what inches? I'm not sure what you mean there, Noreen Bridgman. Is that inches? Oh, it can be, sorry, this measurement, that can be anything, so long as it's the same of whatever. So it can be 3 inches, 4 inches, and that's got to be 5 inches. Or it can be 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, depending how big you're making your square, your 90-degree. So grab something on a ruler and look for 3, 4, and a 5 measurement and use those to make. I'll just show you here. Hold your questions there. I've got it highlighted there. I'll just show you here. So let's say we're going in inches, okay? Measure 3 inches up there, okay? And then get another stick, wherever it goes, and measure 4 inches. So from that point to that point. So from here to there is 3 inches. From there to there is 4 inches. And then you adjust this in accordingly until you get from that point to that point is got to equal 5, okay? So you'll have 3, 4, and 5. And then that'll create a true 90-degree angle right in here, okay? That's how you can make yourself a 90-degree hack. Okay, we've lost us some now here. Okay, that's in inches. Kevin, I've been looking for your art for sale. How do I purchase? Message me in Facebook, Kevin. Just message me and tell me what painting you want to buy. The links are in the description below. My Facebook link, go there if you're not a friend already. Message me there. If you're not a friend, your messages are held for review, and sometimes I don't see them for days, sometimes over a week later. So add me as a friend, but if you want to add me as a friend on Facebook, you need to tell me that you saw me on YouTube. That way I know you're not a robot, okay? How do I purchase? What is the cost to send to UK? They're all the same price wherever in the world. It's $75 US, and they're all done through PayPal. So you put accordingly your currency into my PayPal account, so long as it adds up to 75 US, and that includes all the shipping and handling and the fees and whatnot. I mean, PayPal do take a fee out. I'm allowed for that, and I'm allowing for postage and handling as well, okay? And it comes in a beautiful wrap plastic package. The 345 says Noosa Burke, yes. The BS stick, yes. Art ones. Where are we? Oh. Hi Ian, do you ever use palette knife or do you always use brushes? I've used palette knives in my earlier days, but I don't feel I use them much in my habit of painting. I'm not afraid to use them. I definitely do not use them for putting the lines on the water, but no, I don't use them that much, but maybe one day I'll start getting into them, who knows. Oh, my friend Julie Pitham is saying, my friend thought you were insulting my moon painting when you posted bullshit. I had to explain to her it's a compliment rolling on the floor laughing. Hold all comments please, thank you, back into it. My hubby's name is Crotchety Old Fart. All right, crotchety old fart. That's it, once said. Thank you, you'll get hubby to get busy. Okay, we've caught up now. Someone was asking about how do we frame a painting we get off you. Normally, this is a frame I've I made myself. I bought it from a second-hand shop and I cut it down to size to suit my canvases. Now that's a good way, it's a cheap way to get frames if you're handy or you've got a handy husband or a handy son. You can get frames from the second-hand shop, the Salvation Armies and stuff, pull the prints out and use the timber for the frame, cut it to the size you want. Now on the back, you will see it routed out. If it's not routed out, it's not a big issue, but if it is, it's even better. Now I'll put that there for a minute. And then my painting, let's just say Joe Blow bought this painting off me. You get the frame made up accordingly and you get it routed out, okay? And then it'll just sit inside the frame like that. You can see that there, beautiful. And then you can just simply use some wide masking tape and mask that up. Lee Query or Curie. I've learned a lot from you, Ian. Keep up the great YouTube teaching. Thank you very much for that feedback. Elaine Carez, hi Ian. Do you ever get your canvases from? Hang on, I read that wrong. Where do you get your canvases from? I make my own. I buy a big roll and I cut it up to size. And then when they get sold, this is a Foamalite board. It's foam, compressed foam. It's lightweight but sturdy. And they even sell this in the printing shops as well. And I glue my canvas to this panel and it becomes a canvas panel. It's quality artist canvas that I use. And that can just simply, like I was shown before, sit into a frame like that. And there you go. That's what it looks like in a frame. And it's always good. I've done it with this one. You do the inner border white. It just highlights your painting, okay? See the difference between that in a frame and then just without a frame. See the difference it makes? They really, it's like a girl having pride putting the makeup on in the morning, eh? Yeah. So I'll put that back down there like that. Oh, goodness me. Got me bloody big coffee here. Sean Daly. I want to paint a misty morning on a lake. Do you ever paint mist, says Sean Daly. Yes, I do. I need to bring up my YouTube video so I can tell you which ones they are. So I'll go from oldest. I've got quite a few there. Check out the links in the description below. I can't see your comments, so hold off from writing for a minute, please. Check out the links in the description below. It says my videos. I've got over 300 tutorials in my YouTube channel. Knock yourself out. There's so many different subjects for advanced, beginners, simple, real simple ones, real easy ones, and advanced ones as well, okay? So I'm just scrolling through my videos here really quickly, so I can't see the chat and you look at the thumbnail and you can virtually see, like there's some mist around the moon there in number 80. Write these numbers down. If you're watching the replay, grab yourself a pen, pause the video, and you can write these numbers down that I shout out to you, okay? So I'm not looking at the chats. Don't write anything yet, otherwise it's going to get missed. And I don't like to miss people out, because that's what this is all about, connecting and interacting with the people that support my channel. You are the other half of my channel, and it's what makes it what it is today. Now, numbers 173, there's a lot of mist in there. Now, my videos are numbered, so I just said 173. If you go to the YouTube search bar and you just type in 173 space and then my name, Ianapolis, and it'll bring you up that video. Okay, it's that easy. There's more further down from that. I've usually done some at the bottom of some waterfalls here and there. Oh, there's one there, 210, write down number 210. Where are some more? There's a little bit there in 226. It's an average one, but it's still doing the method. Yeah, you have to look through the videos, have a look at the thumbnails, and just see what tickles your fancy there. And then you'll get an idea. 273 has a bit of mist going along the horizon line there as well. And number 287, back to the chats now. Wow, look how much I've missed out on. Julie Cash, my problem with bullshit stick is that canvas, sometimes I move the canvas, will have paint picked up on the underside of the transfers. That's why I have that screw under there to keep it, so it's creating a void in between there, and that's where my panel sits. If you're using a thicker canvas, you need a longer screw or a nail on your stick. All right. Where did we get up to? Comment. Oh, I've lost it again. There we go. Where do you buy it from? Elaine Krause. Where do I buy what from? Say the whole question again when I get to it, then I'll know what you're on about, okay? When using canvas paper, I often lose its shape. Any advice? You need to wet canvas paper. Canvas paper can buckle. I really feel canvas paper is okay to practice on, but to try and do a painting on it, it could frustrate you if you are not a seasoned artist, okay? When using canvas paper. That was from Shelley James. Laura Denoots, that's lovely in the frame. Yes, they are. They're beautiful. And just remember, all my paintings are for sale. So message me on Facebook. Let me know which one you want to buy if you ever want to buy one. And they're done through PayPal. I'll give you a tracking number and you can track it on the website and see exactly where it is. Bill Langston, good comparison. Thank you very much. Suzanne Turtle, I gave a roll of canvas I had for years. Can you glue paints as well? Can you glue it on that to paints as well? I'm not sure what you mean there, Susan Turtle. I've got a roll of canvas I've had for years. Can you glue it on that to paint as well? I'm not sure what you mean there. I really don't know what you mean there. Sorry. I love your tutorials, Nina Smith. Marilyn Lynch. G'day, Marilyn Lynch. So why do you put glass in front of your paintings in the frame? So why don't you? Because it doesn't suit a painting. Stuff can get stuck between the glass and the painting. Sometimes the paint over time can stick to the glass, and if you ever got to pull it out to clean anything out of there, you're going to ruin your painting. You just leave it. Look at this. I'll show you while we're here. You got your painting, you got your frame. That's all you need in the frame is the painting, no glass. You don't need any glass. That's how it sits on the wall. And over time, during the weeks, you might dust your wall, dust your frames, dust your paintings. You just don't put a painting in glass. Prints and photos are put behind glass, okay? Canvas paper is good for practicing on stretch canvas, is better quality, says Angela Young. Yes, it is. I'm going to have to miss a few now because I'm missing so many here. James Rickaby, hi Ian. I happened across your videos at the end of March. We went into lockdown in the UK. Years of saving. I wanted to try painting. Thank you for your inspiration and advice. Thank you very much there, James Rickaby. Conquest Mama, Michigan here. Suzanne Turtle. The board you glue your finished painting on to send the artwork, can I glue my blank canvas on that, then paint my picture? Yes, you can. I used to do that before I was selling them, but I've got so many that haven't been sold and I've been putting them on boards, and they're the ones that don't get sold, well, they're just sitting there where I can use the boards for ones that do get sold. That's why I'm doing it that way. I have to go. Ian, good night, says Carol Bowler. Good night, my dear Carol. You have a good night, good evening, wherever you may be. Nazma Sana. How can we protect our paintings from weather effects? Keep them out of the weather. Keep them inside. You don't want direct sunlight shining on them. Look after your art if it's worth a bit of money, or if you paid a bit or you really treasure it, well, look after it. Laura Denoots, cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for your super chat donation there. Laura Hoots has hit the grey $ in the chat there in the live feed only. That's where she's done super chat. Thank you very much for that. Good night, Karen. Tried All Day Store. Okay, Valerie Ballier. Do you have videos where you paint candlelight? No, I do not. Sorry. Julie. Hello, my dear Aussie mate Ian. Would love it to be more, but COVID took my job. That's okay. You're actually watching my videos. You're supporting me there. And what you can do is, people that don't know, if you love supporting me, when you're watching my videos, let the ads run for at least a minimum of 15 seconds. That way I'm getting some ad time in there, okay? And that's supporting me as it is like that, okay? You don't have to send actual money through, okay? Hope you're doing okay. Yes, I'm doing well. Where would you recommend buying canvas roll from? I get it from the art store, Elaine Carouse. I buy mine from the art store. They've got so many different types and qualities of canvas there. I get mine from the art store. I've got my camera right in a way where you can see the time there. That's why I keep looking like that, eh? We've got 50 people, 35 likes. Give me the thumbs up. Don't be shy to hit that thumbs up button. It costs you nothing, eh? Conquest. I started a pour painter. I started as a pour painter, but I'm moving into landscapes. But my trees and grounds end up looking like one green blob. Any advice for use of greens? Yes, practice. Okay, practice. I do a lot of that in greens. Look at my thumbnails and see which one you want to learn how to paint, and watch how I'm doing it. Then practice doing it before you try doing it in a painting. And remember, the good thing about acrylic paints, I always feel, let's say you put the dark, you've undercoated it, I mean, you've blocked it in, dry it with a hairdryer. And then your next colours are going to sit on top of that so clearly, they're not going to mud into it. If your paint's thick and wet, it's going to mud up together and it's going to give you bloody headaches. Sean Daly, I finally found where I can get a pouncer among kids' sponges, tools in a pound shop, UK. Yes, that's where I got mine from, a $2 shop. Valerie Boyer, or painting a burning fire. No, I haven't done any flame painting yet, but that's something I want to look into, because it's funny you said that. I saw a video clip of this guy, he glues a lot of matches together. But anyway, his thumbnail was just the actual flame, and I was looking at it tonight, and I was seeing the colours, Indian yellow ochre and yellow, and then probably a little bit of red in there. And I was looking at that because it's something I do want to do, so look out for that in the future there. Valerie, Laura, good to know. Lee Curie, any tips for painting on acrylic paper, please? I've never painted on acrylic paper, but you might have to get a spray bottle and spray the back of it first and let it dry, and then try your painting on there, practicing on there, whatever you're going to do on there. That's if you're getting it to, if it's swelling up or bubbling up on you. Thank you so much, says Conquest. Nazma, I want to become a big artist like you. I didn't know I was a big artist. Well, I hope I'm not that bloody big. Goodness me. Don't hope to become a good artist like anybody. Just follow your art journey and you'll get there. If it's in your heart and you want to do it. I didn't hope to be where I am. I just ended up here. And it's good that you have a goal. You can follow that goal within your heart, okay? That's all I can say. Who was that from? Nasman. If you want to paint, you'll get there, okay? If you don't need to hope, you just follow your dream and work at it and do a lot of practice. Practice a lot of subjects, because there are a lot of people out there that are just wanting to try and paint, the very first beginners, that are just wanting to paint a painting and they're trying to give it a go, which I did the same as well, but you do need to practice. And a lot of us are telling you to practice, and some people just don't tell you to practice. Nina Smith, which art store do I recommend in Perth? I go to Jackson's Art Supply in Balcatta there. They're on Erindale Road, and ask for Michelle in there. She's a lovely lady. I don't know the other lady's name. There's a few other ladies there, but Michelle's a great lady. Good looking lass too. Not too bad on the eye. And go in there and just tell her that Ian Harris sent you in here and he buys rolls of canvas or whatever you were looking for. I'm not sure what you were asking for again there. But yeah, go in there. Or Jackson's Art. Jackson's Art's all over Perth anyway. Recommend in Perth. Thank you very much. We'll look out for it. Thank you, says Nazma Sana. If it's your first time here, say hello. Let people know where you're from. It's good to know what country you're from, what cities I'm hitting here in my shows there. Okay. We've got another question here from Anoom Miboob. Can we paint your tutorials and sell them, referencing you? Yes, you can. If you've done one of my tutorials, you can sell it. And if you've just sold it at a flea market or somebody, you can just say, well, I painted this and I got the idea from Ian Apples, a YouTube artist. You just give credit to the person you got the idea from. You know, when I do a painting from somewhere, I always give credit to the person. So yes, you can. And you paint it and you put your signature on it. The only thing you don't do is try and paint one of my paintings exactly like mine and put my autograph on it and sell it as one of my paintings. That's a big no-no. But you for sure paint my tutorials, and if someone wants to buy them off you, that's great, even better as well, okay? Yes, agree, practice. The more you paint, the better you will become. Absolutely. What do you think of Jasonjay paints? I use the retarder there, Noreen, but for my style of painting, they're good for the Aboriginal art. I've seen some Aboriginal ladies using them. They're really flowy and they just work with a soft brush. They don't work that good for my habit or the way I paint. I love Atelier paints. That works great for me. If you want to paint like me, that's the paint I use. Who is new here, says Angela Young. Yeah, just tell us if you're new here and tell us where you're from. I'm from Pakistan, says Nazma Sana. Good to hear from you from Pakistan. Great. Lee, hello from Reading, UK. Conquest Mama, it's almost like Marilyn Monroe is in front of fire. Yeah, it does actually, but this was nearly going to be a throw-out painting, this one, believe it. I was doing it at a friend's house, Mr. Vince Gagliano, and I used to go to his house every day, and we used to paint every Saturday. This is before I had my YouTube channel. And we were doing this, well, I was painting this, and then we got to the hair. I got to the hair. I think he was going to do some with it. I think he did, I'm not sure. And as I was doing the hair, I was sort of getting like, bugger this, and I was going here and there, and I was really ready to just, give up on it. But then somewhere along the line, I just turned it. You can tell the face is different from the hair and the background. I was going for this look, and then I just totally went abstract on it. So, I was learning with that as well. But now I look back on it, it's a great art piece. I love it. And she's a good subject. Marilyn Lynch. I found that with acrylic paper, after spraying with water, I base it with white, let it dry, then do my painting. There you go. Welcome, Nina. I'm new to chat, says Conquest Mama. Welcome, Conquest. Where are you from, Conquest Mama? If you haven't already said. If you have, I've missed it. But I'm from, where's that one? Orgemund. Valerie Boyer, Orgemund. Laura denotes, what is the name of the impasto you use? Can't seem to find one. I use Global, if you're talking about the big large white paint. I actually got a bottle here. It's impasto white. It actually says impasto on the bottle. I'll put it against the camera there so you can read the label. Hopefully it'll read that. I hope, is that what you were asking? Where are we? Laura Danuch, is that what you're asking? James Ricky. For practice, I always watch your tutorials, then I try to apply the techniques to my own different inspiration photos, challenging but rewarding. Exactly, that's exactly the way you need to go, Ricky James Rickaby. I'm new to the chat. I'm just trying to work out that word. Orangemung Namimbia. Okay, Valerie, where? I don't know where that is. Welcome, Valerie Boyer. Julie Cash, no student paint volumizer. Well, what was your question there again, Julie Cash? Where did I get it from? I've lost your question now, it's too far up. You have to say the whole question again, sorry. But I did get it from Jackson's Art, if that's what you were asking, but I'll wait till I get your question again. Is that what you use to make additional colour if you're only a bit left? Yes, I use that. Let's just say, hold your questions a bit. Let's just say you've mixed up some paint and you need to increase the volume. I've got some impasto paste in there and you add that to it and you mix it up and it increases the volume without changing the colour, okay? And I got that from the art store. I don't know if it's called an extender, but it extends the volume. It makes the amount bigger, all right? Africa, okay, Noreen Bridgman saying Africa. Impasto volumizer. We got some more questions here now that I've caught up down there. Thank you very much for your patience, everybody. Marie Van Middlem. What size is your canvas? They're 30 by 42 centimetres or 12 inches by 16.5 inches. Okay, they have it in the beginning of the, well, they're not so much in the lives, but the recorded versions. They have all the writing going up and tells you the size there. I'm gonna have to write the size down. I did it one time, but I forgot. When I do my live shows, I will put the, what do you call it, the size on the actual easel, so when I'm filming, you'll actually see the size there. Is that what you showed us? No, that's just my craft paint that I use in the beginning. There's a question about that I'm going to get to. Hello, everyone. Errol Lawrence, what state in Australia do you live? I live in Western Australia, Perth, okay? And another question here from Tanu Jagtap. Why do you paint white on your paintings in the beginning before you start? Well, the way I paint, let's show you this painting as an example. Is it got some, oh, you can see it. Look at the sky in this painting, okay? Now that's acrylic, and to get it to blend the way I do like that, I like to use the craft paint, which is this stuff here, and the retarder. I mix that up as you see me do in my videos, and I virtually prime the sky area with that, okay? Not too thick, just enough, like the oil artists put their magic white on. You touch it, the tip of your finger's white. I put that on the canvas, and that retarder keeps that paint wet. So when I add the blue's sitting on top of that, and it's still staying wet longer than it would normally dry. And then you add your clouds, and then when you blend it, it can blend like oil looking paints do, not dry and scratchy like this, so to speak. That's why I do that all the time. Hello, Barry Redburn. Kristen Tyrrell, hello everyone there. So some more questions there. That was the end of the questions there. Once again, I want to say thank you to Pam Nelson, Susan Taylor, James Aaron and Lena Allen, thanking you for your support. These people support me through buying my art, becoming a patron, or simply hitting the PayPal donate link in the description below and sending me donations through there to help my channel as well. Now, all my questions that come through the week, I find them on my YouTube comments. So between now and say next week, if you have anything you want to ask me, just put it in the comments in the description below, under the video below, under whatever video you're watching. You can ask questions in there, because all my questions, I read them and I hit them with a like just to acknowledge that I've read them, so I know which ones I've read. And if I see a question there, I write your name down on a piece of paper here and your question, and in my next Friday night live, they get brought to the attention of everybody else as well, okay? Keys Dean Bregan, are you planning to make another painting with a big moon or planet? I'm always going to do something like that. I don't know when, but I probably can do it soon because I haven't done one in a while. Sorry, I'm confused. So what is the impasto? Not craft flow paint, thanks. I don't have it with me. Let's say it's a volumizer. It says impasto paste on the tub. It's like a white paste. And if you've mixed up a bit of paint and you don't have enough, instead of putting all those colours in to get the same value, you just add this into it and it makes a volume that big, a volume this big. It increases the volume, okay? Now, Conquest Mama is saying, Ian, is the retarder the same as clear flow medium? Well, my retarder bottle has clear medium retarder written on it. It doesn't say flow. Okay, so I don't know what you're meaning with the flow. It just, the retarder is an additive you put with your acrylic paints and it'll keep them wet longer. It stops them from drying faster, because acrylic paints, depending on your climate, can dry quite quick in places, okay? Julia Pitham, I bought a gel medium gloss to put the rocks under the water, but it seems thicker than what you use. Have I bought the wrong thing? Gel medium gloss. Well, yours probably is a gel then by the same, because mine's a gloss medium. I'm not sure if mine's got the word gel written on the bottle. You just want a if yours is a gel, I'm assuming it's a gel type, where my one's like flow paint. It's really soft. You've seen me use it in some videos of late. So yours could be because it's a gel, and that's probably why it's thick. Flow is different, can add to the paints itself. Flow is different, can add to the paints itself, says Noreen. Excuse me. Clear floating medium. All right, I'm not sure what you mean there, Conquest Mum. You have to say the whole question again, because I'm getting confused with, if you're sorry for auto-correcting. That's okay though. Noreen, try gel, it's not nice. There are gel mediums as well. I've never tried them, but by the feedback I do get, apparently they're not as good as the liquids. It's in a jar, not a bottle, says Julie Pitham. Okay, well, it's probably something totally different then, because I use a glaze, a glazing gloss. Mine's a glaze. So yours is a gel. Yeah, it's probably not doing the same thing. Now, there's a link in the description below. It's my art group network. It's called Ianapolis Art Network. That's my Facebook group page. It's a closed group, so you're welcome to take photos of your paintings and put them on there when you become a member. Don't share them from another site, because it brings in links and stuff. And if you do ever put links on there, they just get taken out, because someone in the group can click on that link, and it can take them to other places where they didn't want to go, okay? It's a closed group, so we don't allow links in there, okay? Now, the good thing about my group is if you're a member of my group, you can be up to date with what my behavior is on my YouTube channel here. When I'm going to go live, if you've got your notifications on, you'll get a notification from the group. Ian's going to go live. You just put a notification up in the group, you have a look, and it'll say, well, I'm going to go and do a live painting in 2 hours time or 30 minutes time or such and such a time. It tells you when my Friday night lives are. I've come on a different time this week because I'm trying to grab the audience over in the European area. Got an itchy eye here, I don't know why. And it's morning time in America. Normally I was doing it for American night time, but I'm trying to get a few other people in here that normally miss out on the actual live show. Okay. YouTube explains about all the mediums. It says, check out Angela's question there, answer there. This is so great for us in Europe, says Noreen Bridgman. Elaine Carouse, Conquest Mama, flow medium is more for paint pours, not this type of art. Well, there you go. That's probably why. It's probably that help the paint flow like for pours. Conquest Mama. I think you answered my question. I meant clear floating medium instead of flow. It seems to extend the use time of acrylics. I've got something in my eye. I'm loving it this time, says Nusha Burks. Good stuff, Nusha Burks. Julie Pitham, I like this time. I didn't have to get up so early. I quite like it too, because when I did the other Friday night live time, it was 9 p.m. New York time, but it was 9 o'clock Saturday morning my time. And I had to be up pretty much before 8 o'clock to get everything ready. And sometimes I like to sleep in, and it's like I'm running around like a mad hatter. Oh, I've got to get that kettle on, I've got to get this on, I've got to get that on, rah, rah, rah. So this time was quite relaxing for me to step right into it. You're welcome, Shirley James. It's a good time. Thank you for joining from England. Sean Daly, thank you for the time change. It's now possible to see you live in the UK. Kevin Waugh. Ian, a bit of a Facebook novice. Can't seem to send you a friend request. Why not? Let me just, aren't you already friends with me on Facebook there by memory? Ken Wah, I've got that many friend requests. Oh, there you go. Kevin Brown Wah, I've just confirmed it, Kevin Brown Wah. There you go. And I've got a message there. Okay, Nina Smith, I'll read that later. Okay, I want to say hello to my girlfriend Parada Hassan if she's watching. I did send her the link. Hopefully she's watching. She doesn't have a YouTube account, so she can't get into the chat. So I'll probably have to get her to make up a Google account so she can actually enter the chats. Because if you don't have a Google account, you can watch YouTube videos, but you just can't comment or chat. So, hello, sweetheart. How you going? Okay, thanks for that. I read that one. I stayed up late to join, all night to join, says Laura Denutz. I'm loving this time. Usually you have to watch the replay, says Susan Turtle. Dennis Cook, yes, loving the new time. James Rickaby, time it really works for the UK. Yes, it does. Hate getting up early. Yeah, we all do a bit, don't we, eh? Where is your girlfriend? Don't know. Well, she ain't in that pocket. She ain't down there either. Where are you? No, she's in Thailand. She's in Bangkok. She's out of work at the moment. She works for Thai Airways. She's an air stewardess on the aeroplanes. And yeah, she hasn't been. She's been stuck at home. So yeah. I'm in Brisbane, and I like this time too. Can lie in, yeah, you can. Good morning here in Michigan, in the USA. Kristen Tyrell, g'day and welcome, Kristen Teray. Kevin Brown, are all the paintings on your art for sale still available? Oh, I can message you in Facebook after the show here when I'm not live, and then I can tell you what is. But most of them are ones that are not available are available in prints, okay? And prints come at different pricings, but we need to message each other about that to understand it, okay? So hang in there, Kevin. Back to work for me for now. Thank you, Ian. Take care. Or says Shelley James. Thank you for joining, Shelley James. Now, I did show this before, but yeah, I love using, this is just a yellow ochre. That's the Atelier paint I love using. That gives me the quality paintings I get on the canvas cloth that I paint on. It's not a very, very expensive paint, but it's not very cheap either. Now, on this tube, this one is a Series 1. They have Series 1 up to Series 5. I don't know if you can read it right under there, like that. It says Series 1. Now, Series 1s are the cheapest, and then up to Series 5 are the dearest. And that depends on the pigment in the paint and the quality, the luster, the grunt within the paint, within the tube. So they've got different series. So, yeah, I think the Indian Yellows are Series 2 or 3. I can't remember. But, yeah, that's how they go. And I love using them. Okay, Nazim Sina saying, what can we use instead of retarder because it's not available here? You can buy it online. Go online and search for this name here, pause the replay and look up Atelier. They make retarders as well. Search for it online and buy it online. Everything's available online if you can't buy it in your brick and mortar stores where you live. Okay. Afternoon in Sweden, like this time, all the way in Sweden. Good stuff. Aurora. Barry Redburn, Catcher Shelley, Sean Daly. Thanks for the help, Ian. My painting has improved so much. That's good to hear, Sean Daly. I've even seen a lot of paintings in the group. People's clouds are really changing, and I can tell they've been following my steps and my method in my tutorials, and they're pretty easy to do, aren't they? And you look at your clouds, you look in the group, my art group, and there's quite a few paintings there. Now, all their clouds are starting to look fang-dangly great. You can see they've learnt something, and it wasn't that hard, and you can do it, eh? Marion McLeod, this is a great time to see you, and it's Sunday outside. It's sunny outside. Love your paintings of love your painting of Marilyn. Thank you very much. Art is a pricey hobby. It can be if you let it get away from you. Noreen Bridgman. Angela Young. It's only pricey if you're wanting quality. It doesn't have to be expensive to enjoy it. There you go. You can just learn a lot, and then every now and then put out a whacking piece and try and sell it for a good price. Laura Denoots, yes, you are the cloud master. Learnt a lot. Thank you very much, Laura. James Rickaby, have you considered doing a live review where you could discuss some of the people's paintings, give feedback and tips from them? I could, but I don't have a second screen where I can show the painting. I could, but I'm not really set up for that, Rickaby. And I don't like to put people into that corner where they've got to feel judged with their art. I try and tell people art is not a contest. I do see some people saying his art's better than mine or hers is better than his. No, it ain't. It's just different, okay? There are people that, I don't mind critiquing if I was asked to, but to do that, I need other screens and setups, and I just don't have that at the moment, okay? Art review, yeah, so pricey, Ange Young. Marion, where are you from? Julie Pitham, I use Mont Art, they are not too bad to use. I've got through that group, how to frame a painting. Now, what I'm trying to do, I'm going to start wrapping it up soon if there's not too many other questions to come along. We've been hitting the hour mark now. I'm going to try, I'm not full-time at YouTube yet. When I am, you'll have a proper schedule, but when I find the time to paint, I get in there and paint. Okay, so I'm going to try, let's say from Monday to the Sunday. Come Monday, 7:30 Perth time. Now get yourself a world clock. My phone's there filming this show. Every phone or every device has a world clock in it, okay? Go to your world clock and find Perth in Western Australia and add that to your world clocks, okay? So if I'm going live and Perth time, whatever time it is, you can work out how far or behind you are in hours with me, whether it's 2 hours in front, 15 hours behind, whatever. Then you know in your time when I'm coming on, okay? And I'm going to try and come on, let's say, Monday, 7:30, do a live show. Wednesday, 7:30, this is Perth, Australia time, do another live show. I like to try and do them within an hour, only because of the battery life within my phone. And then, like Friday today, I do my Q&A. Now, I'm going to try and do it the Friday night, 8 p.m. Perth time, okay? And that's Friday night. And then anywhere in between those dates, if I've got time to go in there and film and edit a tutorial and upload it, that'll be put on as well at another date as well. But they're the dates I'm going to try and paint is Mondays, Wednesdays, and my Friday night live Q&A here where we connect with each other. Michael de Brognos, I love the sunset stroll, beautiful. Hang on a minute. Hi Ian. Okay, thanks for your time. Is your studio at home or separate building? It's a separate building, Sean Daly, in the backyard. My son Reese did put a video out there. Now, I don't know if it's... Go to the links in the description below. My son Reese has a, where is it? I'll tell you which one it is. It's called Reese's Art Channel. Go in there. I'm pretty sure in there he's put a, yes, it's called Ianapolis's Art Studio Tour. He's got a video in there going around my art studio there. And it's a small building I built out in my backyard there. It's separate from the house. It's a self-contained building. Okay, love the sunset stroll, says Michelle de Brognos. Not Michael, I get Michael's and Michelle's mixed up, don't I? Susan Turtle, I have a clock here set to Perth time. There you go, that's a good idea. I used to do that when I first met my girlfriend. Had one clock set to her time. Okay, that's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that, you silly bugger? I have a clock set to Perth time so I know what time it is for you. Kristen Teray, Marion, my family is of McLeod clan. I've not seen anybody within that name. Where did they go? Liz Callison. Hey Ian and everybody. We all happy about the time. I love to paint with Amsterdam paints. It's not expensive. There you go. Angela Jones, Sean Daly. If you go to the links, you will see Reese's YouTube link there. He has a video of the studio. Yes, you will. Okay. I use Montmark paints and Liquitex for now. Denise Cook, can you post the times, please, on Facebook later? Thank you. I can when I'm full time, because if I'm working and I can't commit to that time, it's because I've got to do work. But if I'm a full-time YouTuber, which I am not, then I can give you a schedule and commit to that. But these times, I want to try and get to those times that I said, Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Okay, but if I can't commit to it, that's because I'm busy working on the roofs, eh? Paletia Stephanie. Stephanie Paletia, hi, I'm French from Quebec, Canada. But you know what? Paint have no language. You've inspired me a lot. Thank you a lot. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. And you're welcome there. I'll call you Stephanie. Noreen, great. So what time is it in Perth? I will set my clock. All right, right at this stage now, this is the live you're watching. It's 4 minutes past 9. 4 minutes. Here you go. I'll show you this is my, oh, there's all bloody. It's 9:04, 9:05. I've got, I know you can't comment on YouTube. My girlfriend just said, you can still watch it though, sweetheart. You can still watch it. Okay, lovely to meet you, Kristen. 9:04. Sorry, I meant Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's 9:05 now. Yep, 9:05. So I'm going to start wrapping this up now. We've been going for an hour. What is she saying? That's okay. Anyway, let's get back to there. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. See you later, everyone. You next Friday, stay safe. Next Friday, you mean, stay safe. All right, and just remember, if you like what I'm doing here on my YouTube channel, you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, make sure you tell everybody, all right? All the best, goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Okay, did that finish just about? Where's all this cable? Now, I'm going to go behind the camera. Damn, I missed it again, says Katie Coyne. Oh, you missed it, sorry. You can watch the replay, Katie. I'm ready to go now. Still watching, busy hands here, says Lisa Carroll. G'day, Lisa Carroll. I didn't know you were there. Oh, you were there in the beginning. How you going, Lisa? Lisa. Who else is there that normally watches it? I didn't see on here. Chrissy saying hi. G'day, Chrissy. How you going? How's Dave going? You keeping Dave busy, Chrissy? So, I'd love to see more of Dave. Yes, Dave. What do you call him? Muttley. That's it, Muttley. By all, says Aline Christ. Chrissy's just saying hi, so you can say hello to Chrissy. Katie Kine. Why are you on early? I've stopped smoking. Yes, I've stopped smoking too, nearly a year now. Because I'm trying to give the people in Spain and Europe and England a chance to see me live here. Dave is in the doghouse. You better get him out, Chrissy. Don't put him in there. He's your man. You need your man. Muttley, that's it, Muttley. Good old Muttley. G'day, Dave, anyway. How you going? I want to say hello to you, Dave. Night all, and day for most. See you all next time. Great live, Ian. Thank you very much. Scotland. Yes, Brits need to see Ian too. Yes. All right, and I've got to get up now because I can't suck in my gut too long. I've just bulked up, and it's hard to move and stuff when you bulk up. Barbara knows all about that. All right, so I've said goodbye already. Catch you all next time. So I'm going to go behind the camera and say it is Uru from the Guru.